What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are back with a little bit of WOOT action here. We're going to see a little bit of wide open on Thursdays as these guys out in the mini stocks putting down qualifying times. Right now, Gavin Robchan at the top of the chart. David Weirner in that number 2 spot. Justin Farless in third, Landon Moody fourth, David Mayo in fifth. Top 5 going to transfer through in on qualifying. Everybody else is going to hit up that heat or the Conti here tonight. 26 into the feature, and don't forget we got trucks coming up next at Talladega, our typical Thursday night doubleheader. It is going to be a wild one here tonight. Kansas is notorious for putting on some good racing, and we are about to see some of it here tonight. Make sure you guys give the stream a like, a share, and a follow while we still have the opportunity to before we get into some racing. And I am pulling up all the chat right now so I can see what everybody said. It is Kansas is the track. And if you can still get in there, if it'll let you, you're more than welcome to jump in. Everybody's welcome. After this, though, it will be Trucks at Talladega. You're also welcome to join that one if you guys want. As we get ready here for heat race number 1, as we look to see who transfers in on time, the top 5 has not changed. It is still the same top 5, but we still got a little bit of time left here in qualifying. Let's see, how much time do we have left in qualifying? Looks like we got about 2.5 minutes. Looks like Lovelace is out on the track pulling in his third lap. Yeah, you're more than welcome to. But Kansas is a good track to own, though, Brendan. Kansas is definitely one. What's up, Luke? What's up, buddy? All right, so everybody out on the track right now pretty much. Looks like Riley Green looking to take the track as Lovelace is going to go quick time with a 38.313, pushing David Mayo off the top 5. He's going to be going into heat race number 1 as it stands right now. Shane Haas out on the track, Riley Green out there. I love NASCAR 9. Thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Sellers, thank you for the like. Appreciate that, guys. Get those likes, shares, and follows in there. Definitely helps the stream and get some people in there. Mark Thrash out on the track. He is completing lap number 3 as he comes to the line. Can he put it up into that top 5 as Mark Thrash comes across the line? The Thrash can is going to be 12th quick. His third lap was a 38.620. So we will be sending a few people home here tonight. James Burke has not put down a lap time either. On board with Riley Green and that Minecraft. He is definitely a creeper. No, we got one more. We got Dega and Trucks next. What's up, John's mom? Yeah, Mayo was in the top 5. He got knocked out. Oh, who else jumped up there? Shane Haas jumped up into the top 5. That's going to push Landon Moody into heat race number 1 as it stands right now. Let's see if Riley Green is able to pull a couple positions here on his lap. Oh, he got the wall. Oh, he's not going to get a little bit better lap this time. He is going to be starting deep in the field. Zach's going to creep across the line in the number 44. That time is just about out. This is what they got. So it looks like Lovelace, Robchan, David, Shane Haas, and Farless all going straight into the feature. Everybody else going into a heat race. It looks like it's going to be Landon Moody leading the way in heat race number 1. All right, where we at, guys? All right, about 8 seconds left before we get into heat race number 1. I'll have to remind these guys of a few things when we get into the heat race before we start that one. As you can see, if you guys have taken the meatball, reckon after they take the checkered flag. All right, into heat race number 1. As that is the end of qualifying, we're going to go ahead and pull up that starting grid. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 84 of Landon Moody. Outside of him, in the number 24, it's going to be Jason Housekeeper. Starting in the number 3 spot, it is going to be the 36 of DJ Thomas. Outside of him, in the number 31 machine, apparently tonight, it is going to be Mark Thrash. I don't remember if he's got a custom number on this or not. Yeah, I'm sure he's thrilled. Starting in that number 5 spot. Oh, he's in the 6. No surprise there. Starting in the number 5 spot, it is going to be the number 12 of Brady Gotch. Outside of him, it is going to be the number 9 of Jared Gotch. We got David Weir starting in that number 7 spot with Ethan George in 8th. Starting in 9th, it's going to be Blake DeLong. Outside of him, in the number 10 spot, it is going to be Bill Sleep. I just realized I did not have the grid up there. Starting in the number 11 spot, it is going to be Damian Bowers with Michael Earl in 12th. Going to be Daryl Barris in that number 13 spot, Jaden in 14th, James Burke 15th, and Jonathan Evans in that number 16 spot. Let me just give them a reminder. All right, guys, let's remember that this start will be on green. All initial starts will be on green. Restarts in the feature will be on leader. So green on this one. Do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. If you want to take it 3 and 4 wide after that, I could care less. All right, we are going to look for the green flag this time by as Moody's going to lead the field here. I got to find some better camera angles. All right, pace car going to pull in as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 5 laps here. 5 laps, 8 cars transfer. Everybody else off to the LCQ. So 8 and 8 is what it looks like here in heat race number 1 as the green flag is out. I don't know how Burke ended up with a black flag, but okay. As they come down into turn number 1 and 2, Landon Moody going to lead the way on the inside. A little bit of contact behind these guys as they head into turn number 2. Out of turn 2, look at Jared Gotch up the middle. Big run down the back straightaway. He's got help from behind. It is going to be the 22 of Ethan George. Down the back straightaway. Ooh, look at that. Moody tries to put the block. That opens the door for DJ Thomas as they head into turn number 3 and 4. He knew Jared was coming, and Jared is usually pretty quick. As they come out of turn number 4, look for the run on the outside. Here comes Moody on the outside. Can he get it at the line? He does that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Moody's going to lead it on the outside with Thomas down low. And Gotch looking for the middle. Moody's going to slam the door as he's got a pair of Gotches behind him as they come out of turn number 2. Jared Gotch up in that second lane. Brady Gotch down on the bottom lane. Big bump from Jared Gotch down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Look at Jason Housekeeper making it work up on the high side all by himself as they head into turn number 3 and 4. The truck race usually ends a little bit after midnight Eastern. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to continue to lead the way. 2 laps complete in heat race number 1. Down into turn number 1. Moody's going to jump down to the bottom as DJ and Jared Gotch going to duke it out for that number 2 spot. He might need Brady to get up there, but Brady's got his own problems as they're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Thrash is slow. What's up, Demon? Yeah, Thrash out right now. Thrash is on the bubble spot. Thrash is in that number 8 spot. He's going to move his way up into 7th as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead is the 36 of DJ Thomas to the bottom. Jared Gotch going to lead that time by. Oh, are they going to make it 4 wide there? 2 to go. Contact into turn number 1 and 2. Thomas able to hold on to it. The 22 of Ethan George going to dig on the outside. 3 wide out of turn number 2. No, it's the same setup as this. It's 30 laps for the race, but we got the heats and the consies and all that stuff. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Jared going to move his way to the bottom as Jaden in that middle lane in the number 88. He's going to be digging hard as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Mike, thank you for the follow. The Beam Bro, thank you for the share. Appreciate that as they come down the front straightaway side by side. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. River Cone, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, Moody's going to get all over the back of Jared Gotch out of turn number 2. It's going to be all about how hard you push. Moody's going to take it 3 wide. He's going to jump up the middle as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Will they survive to the line? Who's going to win? Here comes the trash can. They're spinning up in the top lane. Big save out of the 22 as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway looking for the line. They're 3. Will they make it 4 wide? 4 wide for second. Moody's going to take the win. It's going to be Jason, Jaden, Mark Thrash, Jared Gotch, Brady Gotch, Koch, Bill Sleep, and Damian Bowers making it to the feature here tonight. Everybody else off to the LCQ. You're watching Mini Stocks at Kansas. Rich, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, Burke's going to say hello to Landon Moody there at the end of that one. Truck, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. That was a great finish. That was a great heat race number 1. And we are going to get ready for heat race number 2. And we're going to give these guys a reminder. Yeah, right. Look, we all know that WOoT takes the special talent, Braden. And it's not, it takes a special luck, really, is what it takes. All right, it is going to be David Mayo starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. How about that? Outside of him, in the number 62 machine, it's going to be Kyle Todd. Starting in the inside of row number 2, in that number 3 spot, it's going to be Andrew Crash Register. Outside of him, in the number 32 machine, in the 4th, it's going to be John Morgan. God, I'm going to butcher some names. Starting in 5th, it's going to be Jordan. Outside of him, it's going to be Eric Gann. That's a name I haven't seen before. Holy shit, Eric, I just realized you were in here. Country, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. It's going to be Jonathan Burt starting in 7th. Andrew in 8th. Going to be Morgan in that number 9 spot. Riley Green in 10th. Jaden in 11th. A lot of Jadens in here. And Jordans and all that. It's going to be Christopher Fanning starting back in 12th. And then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it is going to be Matt Kemp in 13th. Zach Nichols in 14th. And Micah Huto in that number 15 spot. And it looks like Jordan Bambinger, I think is how you say it, is not in the race, so he is not going to be there. And we're going to go let these guys know how the start goes. All right, guys, just a reminder here. Remember, this start is on green. Do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. After that, if you want to take it 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 wide, I could care less. Just don't do it before the start-finish line. Good thing I'm not racing because Kyle. Oh, God. I saw him jump in, and I was like, this I don't know. I think you guys are a little tough on him last night. But, all right, looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Register going to blink a little bit there. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Mayo on that inside as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Kyle Todd going to try to get to the bottom, but Mayo is going to fill it in as they head into 1 and 2. Now he lets Kyle Todd in. Mayo happy to go single file right now. He knows he just wants to transfer through as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Right now, we're watching the battle with the 6 of Jonathan Burt. He's got John on the outside in that number. We got a pair of Johns, apparently, as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Cole Morgan, I think is how I say that. Cole Morgan. That's what we'll go with. As they come out of turn number 4, it's going to be Kyle Todd leading the way. He's going to lead lap number 1. Oh, no, we got a wreck. Down the front straightaway is the 47 of Morgan and John get together down the front straightaway. That's going to hurt both of them as the rest of the field breaks away. That is unfortunate for both those drivers. Not really sure who was at fault there. Let's see if we get... Oh, it was John definitely came down and hooked. Yeah, John got into him. That is unfortunate for Morgan. As we move back up to the front, Kyle Todd continues the lead battle. Is going to be for that number 3 spot as Mayo gets stuck in the middle as they come out of turn number 4. To the line, it is going to be 2 laps complete as they come across the line. Look at that. Jonathan Burt up to the number 3 spot, looking for more as they come down the front straightaway. Crash register to the outside into turn number 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be 3 wide for second. Big push up on the outside. Kemp gets a big push in that number 32 down the back straightaway. He's got the 44 of Zach Nichols all over the back of that bumper as they head for turn number 3. Topside digging into turn number 3 and 4. Andrew Register up in that middle lane as they head through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway, looking for the line. Who's going to get it at the line this time by? And it's going to be Kyle Todd at the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Still 3 wide for the lead. Burt got nowhere to go. Not really pushing Kyle Todd, but Kyle Todd holding his own. Big side draft for Register down the back straightaway. Here comes Jonathan Burt to the back bumper of Kyle Todd. Andrew Register going to move down to the front of the bottom lane as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Looking for the line. Going to be white flag this time by. Who's it going to be at the line with 1 lap to go? Big contact. It's going to be Register at the line that time by. Oh, Register left it open. Burt almost took advantage. Register's going to slam the door into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Kemp to the outside. Big run for the 32. He's got Kyle Todd all over the back of him out of turn number 2. Register going to fall back. Top lane is moving as they head for turn number 3, looking for the checkered flag. This time by, who's going to take heat race number 2? Register up into Kyle Todd. Oh, no. Big wreck. Big wreck. Oh, no. As they come out of turn number 4, looking for the line, going to be Matt Kemp taking the win. Register, Burt, Nichols, Mayo, Hutto, Green, and Fanning going to make it in. That is unfortunate for Kyle Todd. I know there's got to be some frustration there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I just heard that frustration. Hello, Zane. Hello. All right, so heat race number 2 in the books. As we get finished. Oh, man, Brendan, I didn't even see it. Thank you for the footballs and the heart me. Top 5 out of the consi here. Top 5. Remember, guys, start is on green. Starts on green. Do not jump out of lane until the start-finish line. Yeah, Andrew had a good race as we get ready for the LCQ. Only the top 5 transfer through into tonight's feature. 26 cars go to the feature. It's going to be Jonathan. Oops, wrong button. It's going to be Jonathan Evans on the pole. Kyle Todd in second. Going to be Ethan George in that number 3 spot. Jaden in 4th. Michael Earl in the number 5 spot. Eric Gann in 6th. James Burke in 7th. Going to be Andrew in that number 8 spot. Blake DeLong in 9th. Morgan in 10th. Going to be David Weir in that number 11 spot. John in 12th. A lot of people did not grid up, so we're just going to go through it all anyway. Michael Earl might be starting on pit road. Going to be DJ in the number 13 spot, Jordan in 14th, and Dylan in 15th. All right, right now it looks like we got 11 cars. Yep, looks like 11 cars. I knew what you were talking about, Braden. I knew what you were talking about. As they come down the back straightaway, it is going to be 11 cars going for 5 spots. We'll see how this turns out. All right, guys, there's only 11 of you out there on the track, so I mean, if you're smart, you're all going to have a chance 6 laps here in the LCQ. Sparkle Cupcake Spandex. Oh, okay. Why Zane today? Pace car is in. What's up, Sleepy? As they come down the front straightaway looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Evans going to lead him down the front straightaway. Kyle Todd up on that outside. 6 laps here. Only 11 cars, so that's going to give most of these guys an opportunity to try to race their way in, but they have to be there at the end. Oh, you're okay, Zane. You got to be here. You're going to be here for the trucks. Good, Sleepy. Good. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, big wreck already. That's going to take out most of the field right there. What happened there? Let's see if we can go figure out what exactly transpired there. Oh, the 2 got the... it looks like the 2 might have had an issue there. Oh, he blew up. Oh, man, that is unfortunate as we move back up into the top 5. Eric Gann going to currently be in that number 5 and final transfer spot. Morgan, unfortunately, got caught up in that one as we got a battle for the lead. Yes, it is mini stocks. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Kyle Todd with a big run, heading for turn number 3. Right now, Burke in a good spot in the number 3 position. These guys just have to finish as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 2 laps complete this time by. Eric Gann going to get up in this battle as they come down the front straightaway. Who's going to lead this time by? It's going to be Ethan George at the line. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be 4 laps to go here. It is pretty quiet as we almost got contact back here at the back of the pack as Evans came down and almost into Eric Gann as they came out of turn number 2. Gann's going to back out of it. He knows he's in it. He doesn't want to push it too hard as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. He kind of forgot. Oh, well, at least you'll make it for the trucks. The trucks should be fun. Oh, where are you going, Evans? As they come down the front straightaway, going to be halfway through. 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Battle going to be for that number 2 spot. James Burke going to jump up to the outside. He's going to try to get a run as we got cars pulling back out on the track, hoping these guys get together, and they're going to think about 3 wide. Burke's going to pull out. That is more than I can say I would do as they head for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Ethan George into that number 22 on the point. Let's see if Kyle Todd gets the run on the outside as they head down the front straightaway. It is going to be Ethan George at the line, but Kyle Todd with a big run with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Kyle Todd is going to work that outside. Let's see if he can get it to work. He's going to have to work that side draft to get the run as they come out of turn number 2. He's going to do it down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Little bit of testing here to see if he can take the win. This is actually a great opportunity to figure out how to get those runs as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going down on the door of the 22 might be a mistake there. That's going to allow the 22 to get the side draft as they come out of turn number 4 to the line. It is going to be white flag this time by 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Ethan George going to lead the way into turn number 1. Here comes Kyle Todd. He's going to come work that side draft through turn number 1 and 2. Can he figure this out? I almost feel like he'd be better off being a little behind going into turn number 3. We're going to find out here. He's going to jump all the way to the top side. Good move for Kyle Todd. Stay away from that side draft, but Ethan George has hope. With the number 13, Kyle Todd going to move down. That's going to give a little side draft to George as they head through 3 and 4. Here comes Kyle Todd back with the side draft, though, out of 4. Big bubble there. Coming to the line. It's a drag race. Who's it going to be for the B main? It's going to be Ethan George, Kyle Todd, James Burke, Eric Gann, and Jonathan Evans going to the feature. What was that? All right. All right, guys. We're coming up on the 3-minute warm-up. We are going to run this. You guys can go out there, wreck each other, whatever you guys want to do. Just don't get DQ'd. We will run this out. That gives people time to use the bathroom or get a couple laps before the feature, whatever they want to do. So 3 minutes, and we'll go racing to the feature. All right, so 26 cars. I got a feeling this could be a good one here. We'll see how patient they are at the start of the feature. That is going to be absolutely key here tonight as we roll into... Why is it still... I don't know why we're still waiting for it to finish. Oh, there it goes. Kenny is not in here. Hopefully he comes in for the trucks next. Trucks are next. Brian. Let's hope you keep the truck on all 4 wheels. That is the biggest challenge, is not wrecking in WOoT. It's an art style. It's an art style. All right, these guys are going to go out, have a little bit of fun here in the warm-up. We got 3 minutes. They're going to burn it up real quick. Good opportunity to give the stream a like, a share, and a follow. Go grab a drink. Go use the bathroom, whatever you got to do, because we got 30 laps coming up that are going to be absolutely intense. Brian was asking if you were running or not, Kenny, and I said, I don't know. Hopefully you run the trucks. I hear lots of noise on the track. Oh, that's because people are going backwards. Jonathan Burt in reverse. I'm sure Lovelace is. Oh, Lovelace is gone. Let's see. Crash register. Practice it is crashing. There you go. Yeah, get it out of your system, Andrew. There he goes. Ooh.
Oh, hell. Why do it now?
What's up, Anthony? What's up? It's going good. It's going good. Don't ask Andrew Register for advice. Not wrecking. Oh my God, that's a wreck right there for Register. Gavin Robchan out on the track in the 03 machine. We're going into the feature. We do have another race after this, though. It'll be Trucks at Dega at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That session will go up. Cam, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Speed, I am speed.
All right, so always a little fun to watch what these guys do in the warm-up. They're having a little bit of fun. Doesn't take long for people to pick up. And this is a good opportunity for people to blow off some steam and remember they are here to have fun here tonight. Try not to take it too serious. Of course, it happens anyway, but this is all about fun. We've been doing this for, 5 years now, as we got about 1 minute left here in the warm-up. What's the threat? Oh, my God. They're wrecking. Mark, your wheel's a little broken there.
Hey, James.
Man, everybody's going the wrong way.
Yo.
We live yet, though?
One more time.
Don't act like I won't do it.
You gotta mow the lawn.
Don't act like I won't do it. I think this is going to be pretty good. Oh, Mark's going to go backwards. Mark's out there clearing black flags. All right, we got about 15 seconds left. Getting ready for tonight's feature. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight of high. It's going to be crazy. That's the best we can say. We live yet, says Kenny. All right, Kenny. I'm going to block you on Facebook. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. All right, so that is the end of warm-up, getting into tonight's feature. It is going to be intense here. Don't go anywhere. After this, it will be the Trucks at Dega. That should be a good one, too. Last time we did Trucks at Dega, I forgot to do a fast repair, and it was phenomenal. I do have a fast repair in there here tonight. We'll see if we get some of the same racing. As these guys pull out on the pit road, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight, he is you guys are definitely very familiar with him. In that number 5 machine, it's going to be Zach Lovelace. Outside of him, make sure you guys go give him a like, a share, a follow over on his stream. And on YouTube, it's going to be Gavin Robchan. Starting in the number 3 spot, it's going to be David. Outside of him, in the number 23 machine, it's going to be Shane Haas. Starting in the number 5 spot, it is going to be Justin Farless. Outside of him, it's going to be Landon Moody. Matt Kemp going to start in that number 7 spot. Jason in 8th. Andrew Crash Register in the number 9 spot. Jaden going to be in that number 10 spot. Jonathan Burt in 11th. Mark Thrash in 12th. It is going to be Zach Nichols in the number 13 spot, Jared Gotcha in 14th, David Mayo in 15th. Going to be Brady Gotcha in the number 16 spot, Micah Huto in 17th, Phil Sleep in 18th. Going to be Riley Green in the number 19 spot, Damian Bowers in 20th, Christopher Fanning in 21st. Going to be Ethan George in 22nd, Kyle Todd 23rd, James Burke in 24th. Then rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be Eric Gann in number 20 at the number 25 spot, and Jonathan Evans in 26. Looks like 2 people did not grid up. We'll give them a reminder real quick. All right, guys, remember it is admin controlled cautions. You got 1 fast repair here tonight. This start will be on green. All the on a leader. Have fun. If you do go a lap down, just take your laps back. If you're on the lead lap, stay on the white line. Looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway.
Baby, let's go.
Who's it going to be here tonight? Green flag is out. What? You're rooting for Gavin, Kenny? Sorry. I was looking at your name. I said your name when I knew you were talking about Gavin. As they're going to go 3 wide, Gavin's going to move up the track. He is going the wrong way in that 0-3 as we got chaos into turn number 1 and 2. They're 4 wide with Moody as we got a couple backing out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Lovelace continuing to lead the way. 3 wide for that number 1 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to lead lap number 1 as they come out of turn number 4? I got a feeling it's going to be Kemp. As they come down the front straightaway, Kemp is going to lead lap number 1. Oh, God, Braden. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn at number 1 and 2. Still 3 wide for that number 1 spot. Jonathan Burke going to try to navigate that number 6 as he sits in the number 6 position. As they come out of turn number 2, they're going to be 3 wide once again down the back straightaway.
Thank you.
3 wide down the back straightaway. Might have been a little bit of a funky bump there. That's going to make Lovelace fall back to 3rd as Kemp takes the lead all to himself through turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Kemp and Nichols are going to work together here tonight. As they come to the line, it's going to be Matt Kemp at the line. Here comes Nichols on the outside. Oh, look at the top side go. Here comes Shane Haas. He wants a piece of the action. Way up on the top side in the number 3 machine, it's going to be Justin Farless with a big push from Mark Thrash. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead. Here comes Shane Haas with a big bump on Nichols into turn number 3. Nichols going to come down the track as Shane Haas now going to lead that middle lane, but he's got no one to push as they come out of turn number 4. Tyler, thank you for the follow thank you for the share. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, who's going to lead this time by? It was Nichols, I think, at the line as they're 4 wide heading for turn number 1. 4 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Lovelace up the track. A little bit of contact there. They're going to keep it 4 wide out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Tyler, thank you for the follow now. As a drag race down the back straightaway. 4 wide for the lead, heading for turn number 3. 4 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Lots of room here. They just got to give it to each other as they come out of turn number 4 to the line. This time by, who's it going to be with 4 laps complete? Nichols in that middle lane. He's going to lead this time by. Oh, a little bit of contact shoves Nichols up the track. Here comes 88 and Jaden up the middle. 4 wide once again into turn number 1 and 2. And this is fucking wild, guys. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for the line. Big run for Farless with a big push from the trash can down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3. Farless is going to lead the way into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide for first, 3 wide for 4th. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to lead this time by? Oh, big bobble. Mark Thrash into the wall. Big save by Farless. Man, Thrash was pushing the shit out of Farless. Farless gets a little wonky there, pushes Mark Thrash up into the wall. Good, hard racing there. They're going to keep it straight as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, this is going to be absolutely insane here tonight as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, 3 wide back in the pack. It is a drag race for that number 2 spot. Here comes Lovelace with a big bump on Kemp's bumper as they head into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide, Moody in the middle back there for that number. I don't even know what position that is. I think it's about 6th or 7th as they come out of turn number 4. King Racing, thank you for the follow. Going to be Jaden in that number 88, leading that time by. Here comes Shane Haas in the 23. Almost a little bit of contact with Nichols. He's going to save it as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody making some moves in that number 84 as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Moody making his way up to the front. He's got Rob Chan behind him. Down into turn number 3, it's going to be Jaden leading the way as they head into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of a blink there out of Nichols as they head into turn number 3 to the line this time by. This is absolutely intense. Oh, it is getting a little aggressive here. Oh, here it is. Whoa. That could have been I don't know what the hell just happened there, but it worked because he happened to blink through everybody. Oh, they're wrecking now. Caution comes out.
Yeah, that was a weird. He phased through my car because I didn't get the contact for that. That was very strange. That was a weird connection.
Landon Moody cheating again.
Oh, what's Evans doing?
That was a hard hit into the outside. Whatever that 27 car was.
All right, we're going to try to figure out what happened here. Oh, my God, Shane. Oh, God. I hope Shane's okay.
I think we're going to have to scrape Shane.
All right, watch this right here. Shane Haas going to get a push from Farless, and it is just going to knock his car out of whack here. Big hit for the 23. Oh, my God. Boom. Big hit there, and they're just going to pile in behind him. Oh, Mark Thrash going to get caught up. Brady gets caught up. And then we get a couple of other cars crashing
good
further
though,
back.
pretty good.
What? And then there's another wreck here
That what?
as these guys are trying to avoid the
Good
wreck.
call,
Oh,
Dega.
Bill Sleep, nowhere to go in the number 66.
Oh yeah, it's in the computer now. It's running really good now.
So caution flag comes out for the
Hell yeah.
first time here tonight. Oh, guys are coming down on pit road. I don't think tires are going to be a thing here tonight, but there is definitely some drivers that need some fast repairs. Shane Haas, one of them, in that number 23. That was pretty fun to watch, guys. That was a good first few laps there. That was wild. All right, so people going down on pit road, they're going to get those fast repairs and get back out. Some of these guys going down and getting tires. Should be interesting to see what happens here. Zach Lovelace going to inherit the lead with crash register in second. Jonathan Burt, Rob Chan, Farless going to be your top five. Not too shabby here tonight. It is going to probably be 11 laps complete when they take the green flag. I expect to see these are open hosted. If you want to get in the Discord, this is in my profile over there on TikTok. I always announce them every Wednesday. We do mini stocks or street stocks at 9 p.m. Eastern. Wide open situation like this is wide open on Thursdays, and then after that we do something at Dega this week at 10:30. It'll go up. So in about 18 minutes, the next session will go up, and it will be trucks at Dega tonight. We thought we told them to remove Moody's. Yeah, right? All right, so great racing so far here tonight as they get the one to go. Looking for the green flag here pretty quick. Looks like Thrash down on pit road. Probably had to take the tow. Zach coming out. He's going to pick up the back of the field here. Yeah, Zach's going to catch up. Thrash is going to be a little late. He's going to go ahead and pick up the field. Mark, since you're going to remember anyway, you can clear the blacks here if you want, if you got the button. All right, looking for the green flag this time. Bye. All right, this is just a reminder for everybody. I know Lovelace already knows, but this start will be on Zach Lovelace. Anytime after the pace car pulls off. All right, looking for the green flag as Lovelace pulls them through turn number 3 and 4. Pace car is going to pull off. When will Lovelace fire off? I can't imagine he's going to start too soon because that field will suck up on that back bumper and it will be a sitting duck. But he does have a teammate behind him. He does go now. Green flag is out, but Jonathan Burt asleep at the wheel as they come down the front straightaway. Lovelace going to jump out. He might be a little too far out in that number 5. He's going to have a little deep fadeaway. Big bump from Lovelace on the back of Robchan. Drag race into turn number 3. It's all about the timing of the bumps as Lovelace gets there at the perfect time. He's going to stay on the back bumper of Robchan as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line. It is going to be Robchan at the line this time by, and he's not even wearing his Cheetos. He's not even wearing his Cheeto socks. You know, I'm surprised Robchan's doing so good without his Cheeto, or not his Cheetos, his Cheez-It socks on. Down into turn number 3. What's up? Loves to smell. What's up? What's up? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be at the line this time by? Here comes Ryan. Oh, big bobble. Big bobble as Lovelace got there. Gotch going to get a run, but can't get there as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Kyle Todd in the number 62, trying to pick up this pack as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for a second. Lovelace going to go give a kiss to Gotch as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway to the back bumper, Robchan. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Burt. Burt's going to give a bump to Lovelace into turn number 3. down into turn number 3 and 4. Rob Chan going to lead the way out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. The top lane has to get hooked up. They have to get bumpers to get up to the front. And the 22 of Ethan George going to look to the top side. They're going to take it 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. George going to try to get the run, loses a little bit of momentum. That's going to open the door for Farless. Farless going to stick it in the middle out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Farless going to find the back bumper of Jared Gotch down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It is Rob Chan on the bottom. Let's see if Farless can give a big bump to Gotch out of turn number 4. Let's see who gets it at the line. Farless can't quite get there. Farless looking to jump to the outside, looking to take it 3 wide for the lead. The 22. Oh, man. Kyle Todd giving the door to Ethan George. 4 wide back there for that number 5 spot as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, this is getting dicey. This is getting dicey. Oh, God. Hold on to it. They are trying to wreck real bad back here. How did they not just all die? What a save by the field down the back straightaway as Rob Chan going to continue to lead. That was amazing, guys, that you saved that. He's goated his Mountain Socks. You know that special just yet. I was just looking at his stream and noticed that he didn't have it. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Looks like everybody so far keeping this thing lean and green as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Back up to the front. Jared Gotch up on the outside all by himself as Farless giving a big push for Ethan George down the back straightaway, heading for turn number 3. Ethan George going to drop down to the bottom side in front of Rob Chan as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be Ethan George leading the way. He should lead this time by as they come down the front stretch. 18 laps complete. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. Top side is coming. Here comes Kemp to the back bumper of Farless as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Rob Chan going to jump up in the middle. They're 3 wide for second as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Gotch going to get to the back bumper. Rob Chan forces his way in. Big bump to Rob Chan. Rob Chan with a run down the back straightaway. Farless going to continue to lead, though, up on the outside as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Ethan George fighting back on the inside, 3 wide for the lead as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be a drag race out of 4. I'll tell you what, Kemp's a good pusher here. This could get interesting on the top side, but Rob Chan going to lead this time by us. Oh, no! Farless into the wall. Carlson comes out. I thought that was going to be a whole lot worse. That's a good time for a caution anyway. It just got dicey. Everybody got, they took him 3 and 4. Oh, that wasn't Rob Chan. That was just a bump from behind. Happened to be misfortunate. I think he's ran with us once or twice. Caution flag comes out here tonight for the second time as Farless takes a big hit there. He's going to go down and get that fast repair. As we come across the line, it is going to be 20 laps complete. We got 10 laps to go from this point. Hey, I thought it was going to be a lot worse with it being a front car, so I threw the caution. I didn't want to take Farless out. He gets caught up in those. That was unfortunate. All right, Braden. You've been watching Rob Chan for a while. Yeah, Rob Chan's been streaming and making content for a long time. Looks like Farless getting back out on the track. We'll see if anybody hits pit road this time by. It has been phenomenal racing so far. I don't know how anybody else didn't. I thought that was going to be a lot worse. I was probably a little premature on that caution, but I'm sure Farless appreciates it. All right, so we got a couple guys take. Well, I did know we had some other little issues too, but yeah. I mean, this is the time to get it if we were going to get it anyway. Moody says it wasn't me this time, I swear. Nah. Trevor kick. You know, I felt so bad last week. I felt so bad. I so don't want to. I got other guys that says, you guys got to help me out so I don't do that. All right, we should get the one to go this time by great running up at the front. So far as it looks like Rob Chan going to have the starting position here. All right, so when you guys get the green this time, it is going to be on Gavin. So I don't know if Gavin's got his chat on, but anytime after the pace car pulls off. All right, so they are going to get the one to go this time by. One to go this time by. You know what? I'm just going to tell them. All right. I just let Gavin know in a stream. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So I just sent him a message over on his stream. As they come down the back straightaway, it is going to be Gavin and Ethan George on that front row. This has been some phenomenal racing here so far tonight. Phenomenal racing. Who's it going to be at the end of this one? I couldn't call it if I wanted to. There are too many good cars in this. We got Ethan George and Rob Chan on the front row. Jared Gotch, he's been on fire. He's going to be starting third. Lovelace always fast in fourth. Kyle Todd's up there. Look at that. Riley Green's even up down there. I just want to make it clear. I wasn't talking, about Riley Green. No crab walkers. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Rob Chan going to get a good jump as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Will he be a sitting duck? Looks like these guys going to single file it out. These stretched out restarts aren't the worst thing in the world. They do get the runs, but it does help them thin it out a little bit, plan their moves as Lovelace going to get aggressive, jumps to the bottom side of Ethan George as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, big bump to the back bumper of Jared Gotch. Gotch going to get a big run down the back straightaway, jumps up to the top lane, grabs the side draft as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Ethan George going to push up the track. Here comes Kyle Todd in the number 62 as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be Gavin Robchan at the line, I think this time by, as they get 6 laps to go. This one's going to end a perfect time for these guys to all make the truck race if they want. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Big bobble out of Rob Chan as Lovelace was all over the back of him into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. We got 120 people watching over on TikTok right now. Down the back straightaway, drag race looking for turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to take the win? Oh, they're wrecking down the back straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Somehow they saved it through the field, but that was definitely supposed to be a worse one than that. Let's go take a look. I'm not real. What happened? Oh, it was just Kyle Todd. All right, who started that one? Braden? Whose fault is this? We need you here, Braden. Whose fault is this? Oof. All right, so caution flag out. And I'll tell you what, Lovelace's car doesn't look horrible. I don't know if he necessarily... he might need a fast spray. I don't know. He might be able to fix it. That was all rear end. Doesn't look horrible here. Den, by the way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I knew you would enjoy that one. And it looks like it's going to be Jared Gotch out front to lead the way this time by. Robchan going to start in that number. In that number 2 spot on the outside. Kyle Todd's going to start in third. And Ethan George in the number 4 spot. Ethan George has been a good pusher when he's decided to push. So it might be a good spot for Gavin Robchan. Lovelace down on pit road. Curious if he's going to use the fast repair or not. Oh, he does. He does. So he's going to get that fast repair. And we are going to get I think a natural green and white checker here. And it is going to get crazy. We may get a couple more cautions here, guys. We get up to 3 cautions here tonight. 3 green, white checkers here tonight. If we need them. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we don't need them. Oh, the MX-5s at Charlotte was an absolute shit show. That was horrible. We used to have a lot of fun racing those. You know, I know it's not wide open, but part of me wants to do the street stocks at Homestead, but that is that takes a little bit of talent. All right, we are looking for the green flag this time by. All right, Jared, you know the deal here. Thank you for the heart. Me appreciate that, Justin Knox. Appreciate that. Yeah, it gets crazy. That was one of the worst ones. I definitely appreciate that. As these guys come out of turn number 2, we're going to re-rack them, restack them. Remember, guys, don't go anywhere. We have another race after this one. We are going to jump over into the trucks at Dega after this. It is going to be a wild one there. If you want to jump in, go ahead. Yeah, they're just netcode plays. We used to do the radicals, the old radical all the time too. That was always a ton of fun to run, but the netcode got real bad. All right, looking for the green flag as the pace car pulls off. When is Jared Gotch going to fire off? Green white checker attempt, the natural one, as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as Gotch is going to lead him down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. We'll have a few guys probably getting aggressive at the back as Kyle Todd grabs the side draft off of Gavin Robchan into turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to sneak up in there in that number 84. Big bobble out of Todd out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact with the doors as they come down the back straightaway. Kyle Todd going to think about the middle. He pulls out as it looks like Moody jumps to the bottom side into turn number 3 and 4. Gavin's going to get pushed up the track as they look for the white flag this time by. I think we are going to make the white flag as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 1 lap to go. Jared Gotch leads the field. Gotch going to lead the field down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Kyle Todd going to stick it in the middle. He's got the 0-3 of Robchan to the outside. Moody down on the bottom. Big push as they are wrecking in the back. Oh, big bump from Moody in the middle of the corner. Gotch sideways. Big run for Robchan on the outside. Amazing Mason, thank you for the follow. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Kyle Todd going to get aggressive. Oh my God, Shane Haas sticks in the middle. They're 4 wide. Out of turn number 4. Coming to line. Gotch on the bottom. Kyle Todd gets pushed up the track by Moody. Down the front straightaway. Big wreck. It's going to be Jared Gotch with the win. Landon Moody second. Kyle Todd, Brady Gotch, and Riley Green, your top 5 as they tumble into turn number 1 and 2. What a fucking race here tonight as Gotch takes the win in that number 9 machine. Man, he had a streak. He had a rough race, but now he is back in victory lane in the number 9 machine. Great race for him. Let's go ahead and go through these results. Once they finish up, that was phenomenal racing. Charlie, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. We're going to talk to the top 3 in just a minute. Yeah, Gavin had a little. I think Shane. Oh God, Shane jumping up in the middle there. Definitely. Definitely played a role and pushed Gavin out of that. All right, it is going to be Jared Gotch with the win. Look how close second place was. We're talking 6/1000th of a second. Landon Moody in second. Kyle Todd in third. Brady Gotch in fourth. Riley Green in fifth. Gavin Robchan sixth. Ethan George in seventh. James Burke in eighth. Zach Nichols in ninth. David Mayo in 10th. Fanning in 11th. Shane Haas in 12th. Jaden in 13th. Bill Sleep 14th. Matt Kemp 15th, Mark Thrash 16th, Micah in 17th, Farless 18th. Then it's going to be Lovelace in 19th, Burt in 20th, Damian Bowers in 21st, Register in 22nd, Gann in 23rd, Evans in 24th, and David and Jason did not grid up here tonight. Let's go ahead and grab our top three if they are in the Discord. What a freaking race here tonight. That was some good racing, honestly, tonight. That was pretty wild.
That was awesome.
There's Jared. All right, Kyle Todd. Man, that got crazy at the end. You had to back out, try to get your momentum back up. 6/1000ths of a second between you and Moody for second and third. Great run out of the number 62 here tonight.
Yes, sir. It was pretty fun. I hate my old buddy Farless tore up, and my other buddy Daylong money shifted that joker in a heat race, so I had to fight pretty hard there at the end. I wouldn't. Pretty good group race with right there between Jared and Moody.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I mean, it was intense all night long trying to find your spot and pick your position. A lot of 3 and 4 wide here tonight. I mean, how hard was it to stay out of trouble trying to even up at the front? I mean, there was really no safe place. You were always side by side with somebody.
Oh yeah, side by side, or you know, I don't know, man. Insane. It's just you gotta be lucky in these things. I think, like when you go to Talladega or somewhere with some more speed. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's like that everywhere. You gotta have good people to race around, and like Moody, he's always one that I pretty respectful about how he does things. Jared, I don't know if I've raced with him a bunch, but or maybe I have. I just ain't been towards the front, but definitely different when you get some guys that race with respect.
Oh, for sure. Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Oh yeah, like I said, good buddy Farless, my uncle Greg. He didn't make it tonight. Old D Long, money shifting D Long. I gotta give a huge shout out to my fan club. That is what's his name, Braden Wares. That dude can't get off my, you know what, for nothing. The 52 car jumped me out in the heat race, so I mean I had to come from the back. So 23rd to third, we'll take it. Like I said, I want to thank the fan club there and you for hosting these races, and Modi and Jared for racing clean there. They could have been dirty like some others do, but hell, they race with respect. That's all you can ask for, really.
Good run, good top three. We're going to trucks next. Maybe we'll see you there, and hopefully Farless can have some good luck if he runs it, because man, he's got some bad luck lately.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I appreciate it.
No problem. Landon Moody, second place. You know what? We don't hear you happy about second place very often, but man, you had to work for that one. You were back and forth a few times, up to the front, moved to the back up to the front. Man, that was a tough one for you tonight.
Oh yeah, that was honestly a really fun car track combo. I don't know why we've never tried Kansas before until now, but that was amazing. I really thought with how slow these cars are, that coming from the back was just going to be a headache. But I guess considering how wide this track is, it makes passing a little bit easier. And you really just it really come down to you had to be patient about the moves you made, and you could not afford to put yourself in a bad spot there, and you really had to time out your passes properly. And it was I really thought when I pitted there, that was saw people pitting, everybody else was going down. I was like, oh, we'll see if tire wears anything. No, it wasn't nothing. So I got stuck back there. But just wanted to see. I guess the only reason why I pitted, I guess, just see what my tire wear was. So I basically didn't. It wasn't gonna matter either way. But Hayden did that. Probably would have made it a little easier on myself. And but it is what it is. But second place, can't really complain. That was an awesome race. Uh, Phenomenal race all night.
Yeah, always a tough position. By the way, Shane and BT, thank you for the follow. Always a tough position there when you're running where you were at, whether to push or try and find a spot to get the position. You know you're in position where you might be able to win. You took the push for Jared and pushed him to victory here tonight. I mean, you had to feel that was your best chance to even get second there.
Oh yeah, no, there was when they were all when it was getting 3 wide and we were packed on top of each other, and the side draft in these things are tremendous, especially at that track with how narrow it gets in the corners. But I knew if I didn't have a chance to at least win it and try to see if I could get Jared, just see, and if something happens, it happens. But it definitely, I think it benefited in the long run. Both of us got an extra spot from it, so definitely I think it worked out perfectly.
Well, any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank you for putting on this deal. See if we can do it again here in the trucks. I highly doubt it, but we're going to give it a try. All the guys at 3D Racing, Justin Norwood Sim Sports, Precision 3 Prints and Designs. Good job to everybody who came out tonight. I wish we could have got Morgan into the feature. That way it would have been all of us in VC in the feature. But fortunately, he got caught up in a wreck there. But we can try again in the trucks. Good win to Jared. Good race to Kyle. And we'll see if we can go get a checker flag here.
For sure. Thanks for coming out as always, Moody. Jared.
Yes, sir.
Man, I don't even know what to say. I mean, you are on a streak lately. I mean, you had a little rough race in there, but man, another victory, mini stocks, Kansas. What a combination tonight.
Yeah, I thought this race was doomed for sure because if I was leading on the bottom or the outside, no one wanted to push me for some reason. But thankfully, Moody stuck with it there. But yeah, really glad he stuck with it there. But yeah, it's just really crazy race. Great combination once again. Hit it nail on the head right there. So the racing was wild. These cars are really great. I hated them in the past, but I tend to enjoy these cars a little more now, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm reading my general chat. But yeah, it looked like it was almost hard for the bottom car to stay on the leader when you guys were on the bottom. It might have created a little bit of issue on the bottom, and man, the runs were so big when you did get them. It was like you wanted to take the momentum with you, and that's why it was hard to find a pusher, especially if you were on the bottom.
Yeah, I guess I never really ran the bottom until that last green white checker, I guess. I was running the top most of the race, so I don't know how that was for everyone else, but it felt fine coming to the checker there. So, but yeah, I wish Brady he didn't run really well until like the end, which was a bummer for sure. But we're hopefully gonna win here tonight. It's gonna be a big one if we win here.
Yeah, good one for you guys coming up next. I know you guys could be, and I know Brady can be fast in the trucks, but why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Shout out to you as always, and all the MDiTV guys for putting these on every week. Shout out to Kyle Todd for racing clean there. Shout out to Moody for the big push there. Thank you to Brady for racing every week with me, and Gosh Trucking and Gosh Racing.
Good run, guys. We're jumping over to the Talladega server, and I'm sure I'll see you guys there.
Yep, you will.
All right, we're going to move those guys out of there. What a race so far here tonight. We are jumping over into the trucks. This one should be absolutely nuts. I'm waiting to go ahead and jump in here. We are jumping into the trucks right now. Let's see. We got definitely quite a few people already registered for this one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Definitely a few people registered for this one. I'm going to go ahead and move this and show you guys what I'm looking at right now. As you can see, lots of cars registered in this one. Let's see if we could see who your favorites. We got Aiden Sleepy's in there, registers in there. Aiden's in there, so that's yellow. We got Bill Sleep, Blake Kane, Brady Gotch, Christopher Fanning's making it back, Dan Atkins, David Mayo. I don't know who Dennis is. I've probably seen him before. Eric Gann's coming back. Good to see Eric out there. Eric Stiles, Evan, Greg Stoll, Jacob Cannon, James Burke, Jared Gotch, Jonathan Burt, Fireball, Kenny Storkson, Kyle Todd, Landon Moody, Levi. Man, these things are filling up. Luke, you're over here. I'm doing good. How you doing, Zach? Just seen you. What's up, Zach? We got to get you in some races. You got to get you in the ARCA cars on dirt, bud. Mark Thrash, Mason Gobick. He could be one to watch here tonight. A couple Matthews. Huto's in there. Man, this one's filling up quick. Riley Green. I mean, the list is going on and on. Lovelace, definitely a full session here already here tonight. So that could be interesting. We got quite a few drivers already registered for this one. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I mean, I missed a lot of people, but Morgan's gotten up in this one. So Shane Haas is now registered in this one. All right, this should be an interesting one here tonight. Let's go ahead and move back over to this one. This screen here. Lot of cars in this one. Let's see what my ticker says. Oh, we might already be full. We might already. Farless is in here. Yeah, this session might already be filled. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Where are we going this week? I don't even remember where we're at this week. Let's go take a look.
That's all right.
Let's go take a look and see where we are at this week over in the ARCA Clay Clash. No, next week on Wednesday. I have to say, I love doing WOOT, but the ARCA Clay Clash is probably my favorite series that we do. It is so much fun. It's so unique, and the people in there are absolutely amazing. So week 6, we are going to be at Weedsport. We are going to Weedsport this week. Should be a good one. Weedsport races pretty well there. These are just first come, first serve, Shane. I think it might be full, though.
To this time.
You just got to look up MDiTV, and you should be able to pull it up. It usually races pretty well. All the short tracks do really well.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna drive with you guys because we're like best friends.
All right, we're gonna mute the chat. I think that was Ashton right there. I think that would have been Sleepy. By the way, if you guys have not, if you're over on TikTok, in my profile is the Discord link. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, it is in the description. And if you're over on Twitch, hit exclamation Discord. That'll give you guys the Discord. Jump in the Discord. I always put it in an announcement so you guys know what is coming up, when it's coming up, and where we will be racing. I usually call these last minute, and I'll tell you why. Like, I don't ever really know what track we're going to run, like with the mini stocks or street stocks. Sometimes I just kind of wait for it to come to me and what I feel is going to be a good race. And that happened tonight at Kansas. Kansas was absolutely phenomenal with the mini stocks. We've been looking for a good track. Kansas was the bomb here tonight. Looks like Luke out on the track in the number 2. He's hoping to survive. Last time he ran, I think he ran with the MX-5s, I think he said. Definitely did not have the best luck. Yeah, I have the schedule. Let's see what tracks we got left. So we got Weedsport, Lucas Oil, Chili Bowl, which is honestly very good, Huset's, and Lanier. The small tracks just race good with the ARCA. The big tracks are a little rough, and if they are decent, it does go to the top side. The smaller tracks, the bull rings, tend to be really versatile and get multiple lanes, which is a lot of fun. We got a big pack of cars up there. Let's see if I can go find these guys. There we are. We got a big pack of cars we can follow along right here. All right, so these are the top 5 cars because they are in a big pack. Definitely helps Bill sleep out on the track. Definitely, I think we definitely have a full field. I think this is full. Let's see if it tells me if I go over to iRacing here. Yeah, we definitely filled this one up already. That was one of the quickest fill ups we've had. Yeah, for sure, Zach, for sure. Love to have you. All right, so these guys getting a few laps out there. Definitely quite a few have not taken a lap yet, but it is Talladega. How much practice do you really need? You know Talladega is a whole lot of hope and pray. Oh, somebody is blinking out up there. Morgan. We're going to jump on Morgan. Morgan's hoping to make this one. Definitely did not get the race he wanted in the last one. He's got the big pack starting to catch him. They're going to catch him pretty quick here. Bill Sleep by himself. Luke is by himself. So these guys looking for a little drafting party. What do we got over on the other side? We got a couple of packs over here. Paints need to catch up. Where are y'all running next week for these? So when we do Thursday is always next week will be Street Stocks. I can tell you that for the first race at 9. I don't know where we're running yet. I'll decide that maybe last minute. And then we do something at Dega, and I think we're at Xfinity Dega next week. Where's Micah? There's Micah. There's the trash can. The trash can is hiding. I see you, Mark. I think Mark's peeing behind the wall right now.
Stay low.
He's like one of those state troopers you got to watch out for.
You have to watch out for him because he can't see over the window into the car. He'll sneak up on you.
Shit.
That's boost.
The one that's wrecking. Hold on.
All right. All right, we're going to move back up to this pack. This pack seemed to get interesting here. Looks like it is slimmed out a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so the streak stocks go up at 9 p.m. Eastern, and these go up at 10:30. At anything at Dega goes up at 10:30 Eastern. Wednesdays we do Arca Dirt, which is fun. We'll be at Weed Sport next week. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. Mondays I do the top split big blocks for the opener, and the following week it'll be big blocks and super late models. All right, so we got a little pack starting to brew a little bit here, as we got about 10 minutes left before we get into qualifying. I'll have to do a little driver's meeting at that point. We got a lot of cars in this one, guys. It is going to be awfully interesting here tonight. It is going to be hard to qualify. We are going to send a lot of people home out of this one. 26 cars make the feature. We have 45 cars in here. That means not nearly, just one less. 19 trucks will be going home here tonight. That's a lot of trucks to have to send home. That LCQ is going to be absolutely insane. Oh, needed a drink of water there. David Mayo out on the track, wherever he's at. Mayo pulling out on the track. Good to see Mayo out there. Looks like Brady Gotch going to lead this one. Jared Gotch right behind him in the 14 here for this one. Going to be weird not to see him in the 9. James Burke up in that pack. Oh, God. They're wrecking. The pack is wrecking. The Gotches are wrecking. Oh. All right, so a little wreck there. So we got going on somewhere else. So we got another pack to go watch. Looks like people have pulled off the track right now. We got Storkson out on the track in the number 1. That is so weird. Hey Kenny, you got the wrong number on your car.
about your stream, all right, bud? Trying to bring some new luck to WOOT.
All right, where Ashton has got the quick time right now in the number 33 machine. Draft playing a big role in that, but definitely impressive with how many cars are in here. 29 have done a lap so far, and everybody else has not even jumped out on the track. Going to be interesting to see how qualifying works out. Top 5 going to transfer in on time. Everybody else will go through what I like to call the gauntlet. It'll be 2 heat races, no caution flags, and a consi, no caution flags. Top 8 out of each heat, top 5 out of the consi. It is going to be insane when we get in those heat races and consis. We're going to put about 20 cars in each heat race, going for 8 spots. And we're going to have 20-something cars going for 5 in the LCQ. So, minus whoever might leave. My phone just died. All right, who else do we got out here? We got Crash Register in the number 15 machine, not the 52, out on the track. Looking to keep it clean tonight. Bill Sleep in the number 66. Out here running with us. As they roll about on the top side, Storks are going to try to jump out on the track. He's not going to catch that draft. Should have told him he could pull out, just not in front of him. Kenny going to pull out on the track, but not close enough to pull that draft. Let's see, what do we got in another session? We got another pack. We got a little pack here of 3 cars working together, trying to get a good lap time in. Actually surprised Gotch and those guys didn't jump back out. Oh, it is getting cold out at my garage. As it looks like Logan's going to go ahead and pull. All right, let's jump back and watch this pack. Hey, man, this is awesome. Oh, you're in the 39? Are you the 39 in iRacing? Let's see. Evan. That 39 right there? There we go. We found you. There's Yellow all by himself. He needs a little bit of help. Now that's a Dale Earnhardt scheme, but not the kind you normally would expect. Here we go. We found another pack. Bill Sleep up in this pack in the number 66. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got a 6-car pack. This should be fun to watch these guys. I appreciate it, JJ. I appreciate it. Oh, your buddy's in the 25. Who's in the 25? Let's see. Oh, there's so many cars to look through here. Oh, that 25 right there. All right, so we got a little pack here. These guys going to run around for a few minutes as we got about 3.5 minutes left before we get into qualifying here tonight. Holy shit! Why? Oh, probably caught the draft. I'm waiting for these guys. All right, guys, I want to give you guys all a heads up. Top 5 are going to transfer in without having to go to the heats or the consies out of qualifying. I will do a driver's meeting during qualifying. You're more than welcome to do your laps while I'm talking. I just like to give people a heads up just in case they don't want to hear it. We got about 2.5 minutes left, Braden. All right, Kenny out there trying to put in some hot laps. Got a little 5-car pack. As we have... Oh, we're closing in on 2 minutes left before qualifying. Should be a wild one here tonight. Hold on. Let me go and... It is getting cold out here. I got to open my door to let the heat in from the house. All right. I'm back. Been on the road since 3. Yeah, I saw you message this morning on there. Going to misery. All right, so I am back as we get ready for qualifying. About 1.5 minutes left before we jump in there. Getting ready for tonight's racing. It should be a wild one here tonight. We've had some good racing. We had a great racing in the mini stocks. If you guys did not watch that one, as we got a pack of 5 cars here, we'll see how these guys roll out as we close in on qualifying. We'll roll with these guys till we get into qualifying more than likely. As we got 1 minute left. Little pack behind this one. Okay. What are you guys doing up there, Braden? I think you were telling us yesterday, oh my God, they are wrecking. Big wreck. All right, so maybe we won't stay with those guys. Let's see who else we got out on the track. These guys going to miss them as somebody down there cutting the grass. A little bit of lawn maintenance before the race. Okay. Good luck pronouncing it. Tobias. Oh, God. We'll just call you Ho. I'm thinking. Now I got to use my brain. Okay. You're going to work on your uncle's race car? Tobias Hofarsi? I don't know. I'll probably just call you Tobias. That is too hard to think of while I'm broadcasting. All right, let's go ahead and give these guys a little bit of a rundown here. All right, guys, thanks for coming out. This will be streamed live if you have not found the stream already on MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Qualifying, top 5 transfer through. You got 3 laps. Use them how you want them. You got 10 minutes to get it done. I don't care where you guys run when you qualify. You can run wherever on the track as long as you don't get a black flag, because we will not clear the black flags in qualifying. But when we do race, we're going to keep it above those double yellow lines here tonight. Anybody that does not transfer in on time will go into a heat race. It is going to be top 8 out of each heat race. It's only a 5-lap race. It's Talladega. You really don't need more than that. Anybody who does not make it in the heat race will go to an LCQ. Go to the LCQ. There is only one LCQ where top 5 will transfer through. Total of 26 cars going into tonight's feature. There are no caution flags in the heats or the consies. We'd be here all night if we had that. If you get in a wreck, go get your fast repair, get back out on the track. There's a very high likely chance that they will wreck again, and you still have an opportunity to transfer your way through or get a better starting spot in tonight's consi. So keep that in mind. On initial starts tonight will be on green. Restarts in the feature will be on leader. There will be cautions in the feature. Those will be admin control cautions. I don't think I need to tell you guys no intentional wrecking, that kind of stuff. I think you already know that. Biggest thing here is we do not jump out of line until after the start finish line. The worst thing in the world is everybody wrecking before you even make it to the start finish line. If you want to take it 3, 4, 5, 10 wide after the start finish line, it is your fast repair that you're going to end up using. I don't care what you want to do. But do not jump out of line until after the start finish line. Biggest thing here, guys, is chat. People are going to make mistakes. We have a wide skill variety here. So remember who you're racing around. You will get upset at times. You're more than welcome to mic up one time and tell them they're a fucking moron. But if you guys do keep it going back and forth, that is the easiest way to get removed from the server. Other than that, guys, have some fun here tonight. Oh, in the feature, if you do end up a lap down in the feature, when we get a caution, get your lap back. That being said, if you're on the lead lap, stay on the double yellow line so those guys can roll around the top side. We will clear the black flags when we go back green. Have fun tonight, guys. Make sure you guys watch the stream. Make sure you guys give it a like, a share, and a follow. I'd probably say Tobias or Tobias H. Oh. God damn it. I got to do all that over again.